Get ready to match the stars. Sheldon Leonard, Brett Summers, Charles Nelson Reilly, Dr. Joyce Brothers, Richard Dawson, and Fannie Flagg as we play the star-studded big money match game PM. And now here's the star of match game PM, Gene Rivers.
Star of teenage fantasy.
Thank you, Johnny Olson and dear friend. We welcome you one and all. Thank you for joining us here. And I must point out that we couldn't do it without all of you lovely people. And I guess we ought to say hello to the one new kid on the block, right? A brisk round of applause for Sheldon Leonard. Right?
Yay!
You've done it before, haven't you? Nice to have you back again. How have you been?
I've been moderate.
You moderate?
Yes, I've been fair.
And
I may recover.
But you're working hard now on Big Eddie.
That's the general idea, and I'm not accustomed to working hard.
That's Friday nights at 8 o'clock on CBS, right?
It is at the present for the next 2 weeks, Saturday night at 8:30 on CBS in the Jefferson's time spot. Then in September it moves to what I trust will be its permanent time spot, 8 o'clock on Friday.
Little does he know, this show won't be seen for months.
It's the usual good network thinking.
That's right. Okay, shall we get on with it now? Let's say hello to our two players, Bob Weston and Nancy Thomason. All right, Bob. Nancy. All right, let's begin with you, Nancy.
Okay.
We welcome both of you and ask you to tell us a little bit about yourself, if you would, please, Nancy.
Okay. I live in Yorba Linda. I'm married to a deputy sheriff for LA County. I have a purebred German Shepherd named Broad. And I'm
Broad?
Broad, like a dumb broad.
Oh.
And
Is it a male or female dog?
Female.
It's a female.
Yes, hopefully to have puppies pretty soon.
Oh, all right.
And I'm a beauty consultant. And,
Oh, miss.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And I'm also a collections clerk.
A collections clerk.
Uh-huh.
Anything you say is okay with me since you're married to a deputy sheriff. Okay, we wish you the best of luck, Nancy. And now, Bob, would you please tell us about yourself?
Yes, I was originally from Cleveland. My wife and I moved out here about 18 years ago to Glendora, where we live. And we've got a dog and a pussycat. And work as a manufacturer's representative.
Okay, all right. Good luck to you too, Bob. Now, I remind both of you that you're trying to match as many of our celebrities as you can, and the winner goes on to play the Big Money Super Match, which can pay off over $10,000. All right, Nancy, shall we begin? I ask you to make the selection here. Do you want A or B?
A.
A it is, and off we go. Hey, did you hear about the 102-year-old man doll? Let me tell you about it. You wind it up and it blinks. It's the 102-year-old man doll. You wind it up and it blinks.
Gotcha.
Now, don't think about it too hard. Dear me.
A show of hands.
A show of hands. All those in favor say, aye.
102 years old.
It's a 102-year-old man doll. You wind it up and it blinks. You can't read it without your glasses anyway. Who are you kidding?
That's true.
All right. All right. Sheldon is finished. We're waiting for Brett and Charles.
Oh, yeah.
Worth waiting for.
They are indeed.
Wait a week.
All righty.
Here now.
I can't leave it in.
You are ready now.
I am ready.
Just,
Yes,
just
I'm
put them right in
ready.
the
I got
slot
my
there.
little things in
That's
the
the way it
slot
goes. Oh, no, she's not finished here. Are you finished, Fannie?
Come on, sweetheart. Sorry.
Okay, now she's finished. All right, Nancy. Did you hear about the 102-year-old man doll? You wind it up and it blinks.
It dies.
It dies, she says. She says the 102-year-old man doll expires after you wind it up. Sheldon, what do you say to
I
that?
think that my answer partly corresponds because before he dies, he has to fall down, doesn't he?
He falls down. That's not a match. And we move over to Brett. What do you say?
I say watch that buzzer. This
It's
is
very
his
loud,
first
isn't it?
time.
That's right. Be
Be a
nice to
little
him.
kind. Wait a minute now.
Uh-oh.
Now, as I mentioned earlier about the buzzer, okay. Gets out of his chair.
Is there more?
That's all.
Oh, that's it. Okay, you've had it. Charles?
As all the nighttime viewers know, I really do get it always correct. It's too negative an answer, but I did it anyway because I knew a beauty consultant would choose dies.
He died. Time for you, Nancy? Okay, Joyce, you're up. The 102-year-old man doll, you wind it up and it blinks. She says
I
dies.
thought he had a lot more juice in him, and I said he winks.
He winks.
He forgets what he's winking for, but he winks.
Okay. Richard, what do you say about this 102-year-old man, doll?
I say you wind the old codger up,
Yeah?
and he fails to make love.
Well. You wound him up a little too tight there, I think. What do you say, Fannie?
Well, I say Charles and this lady are unusually preoccupied with death. Doctor, what does that mean?
I wish I'd said it.
However, I said that the man kicks the bucket.
Kicks the bucket or not? That's good for you, Nancy. Okay, Bob. This is your question now. Weird Harold ran out of cat food, so he cut up his blank and fed the pieces to the cat. You hear that, Bob? Weird Harold ran out of cat food, so he cut up his blank and fed the pieces to the cat. Now think about it for a second while our celebrities are finishing their answers.
No hands.
No, all finished. Good for you.
Hi, darling.
Hi, Brilliant.
He's drawing little pictures.
The artwork is really unnecessary, Charles. Just a simple
Yes, but
answer.
it could lead to a book.
Oh, I see. All right. Now we come over to Bob Weston. Weird Harold ran out of cat food, so he cut up his blank and fed the pieces to the cat.
Goldfish.
His goldfish. Now wait, hold it. Now wait. Now, if you want to give him a groan all together, aren't you? That's enough.
Oh, my heart.
All the groans. What do you say? He said goldfish, Sheldon.
You know, what I was thinking, Bob, is they probably had a goldfish sandwich.
A sandwich. He cut up his sandwich and fed the pieces to the cat. And that's one rotten answer. Moving right along.
Do you know what I say?
What?
One rotten answer deserves another. Don't tell Betty White. Cover your eyes, Betty. I said dog.
Cut up his dog and fed it to the cat.
Brad.
That's two rotten answers, Charles.
I said kill a bird.
Canary. Oh, boy. We have a hostile bunch on this stage, I tell you that. What do you say, Joyce?
Everybody boo all at once now. All together. Dog.
Okay. And Richard, Weird Harold ran out of cat food. He cut up his blank and fed the pieces to the cat. And Bob said goldfish.
Well, I wouldn't really do that. I would actually cut Weird Harold up.
Yes.
But I wrote gold.
You wrote goldfish. You wrote goldfish. By Joe. What does Miss Hands of 1975 say?
I say that Dr. Joyce Brothers is a professionally trained person and she would kill a little dog. I
Yes.
would wonder. I say goldfish.
Goldfish. Okay, let's get it on. One score is 2-2, and you hurry back and see how this game progresses right after these.
Seem like you're not noticing that air freshener you...
Shall we carry on? Round 2 coming up. Now, the score is tied. You went first last time, Nancy, so Bob, why don't you go first this time, make a selection.
B, please.
B it is. Here we go. Martha, the mail-order bride, was so ugly...
How ugly was she?
Thought you'd never ask. She was so ugly, the postmaster blanked her. She was... You don't play. Fannie and Richard do not play because they matched Nancy in the first round. Everybody else is. Yes, you did. Martha, the mail-order bride, was so ugly that the postmaster blanked her.
Okay.
All right. You make up your mind very quickly.
Oh, he doesn't.
You're a quick thinker. All right. Good.
Come on, Charles.
That's okay, Joyce. Now we come over here to Nancy Thomason. Nancy, Martha.
They're not
Oh, I
Nancy.
beg your pardon. It's Bob. It's Bob.
You're like a
Martha, the
homing
mail-
pigeon.
I'd rather talk to Nancy. I don't care. You do
That's
your
the
show, I'll
truth.
do
That's the
mine.
truth. You're like a home. A pretty face, you're like a homing pigeon.
Nothing personal, Bob.
It's all right.
Martha, the mail-order bride, was so ugly that the postmaster blanked her.
Canceled her.
Canceled her. Okay? Bob said canceled. Sheldon, what do you say?
Well, it just shows you that I'm tuned in on Bob.
Canceled her. That's one for you, Bob. All right, Brett.
Now,
He
there
said
isn't
cancel.
going to be a lot of ugliness about my answer, is there?
No, I will defend you to the end.
Now, just be careful with the buzzer, kids, because I think we're going to have to call a meeting. I said returned her.
Return her. No.
What's the difference
One of the
between...
shortest meetings on record.
What's the difference between returning
No,
and
returning is not canceling. Canceling is different from returning. A totally different operation. Charles?
I said stamped her.
Stamped. Are you sure that stamped? No, now wait a minute. Isn't that canceling? When they stamp the thing, it cancels the stamp? You sure about that? Yeah, all right. Okay. What do you say, Joyce?
I finally got it. Cancel.
Cancel. Okay, Bob, that's 4 for you. All right, Nancy, this is for you. The score is 4-2 at this moment. You must score 2 to tie, 3 to win. Sally had a terrible accident at the olive factory.
How terrible was it?
Wait a minute now. I want you to listen to this, because it could happen to you someday. She fell into the stuffing machine, and before they could shut it off, Sally had a pimento stuffed into her blank. Aren't you sorry you're not playing? Who else is not playing?
I'm playing.
Now, wait a minute. 2 of them not playing.
Charlie.
You're playing. Yes, you're playing.
Charlie, you're not playing.
Oh.
Didn't you match
Did
the first
Charlie
round?
get something? Yes. Charles, you got it right.
Yes, your light is on, Charles, so you don't play.
You like the answer?
These two are ready?
Charles likes my answer.
All right, here we go with Nancy Thomason. Sally had a terrible accident at the olive factory, Nancy. She fell into the stuffing machine, and before they could shut it off, Sally had a pimento stuffed into her blank.
Belly button.
Into her belly button. Oh. Could you stand up and show us? Okay. She has it stuffed right in the belly button there.
I'll drink to that.
I'll drink. What do you say, Sheldon?
Well, I had a couple of choices as to what had been done with that.
Yes, we
pimento,
understand that.
but,
Give us your second
I
choice.
chose the less controversial
Yes.
of the several.
The navel. All right, Nancy.
See how quickly he picks up?
Yes. Good. Now, Brett, you're up.
Isn't he smart?
He's smart as a whip.
Brilliant.
I didn't ask you. Well, I'm getting smarter, too, because I said navel.
Navel. Now we got a tie score. Charles, you do not play. And here you are. The whole thing is on your shoulders at this moment.
But don't get anxiety-ridden, Doctor.
No, I don't want you to get anxiety-laden or anything like that. It's a tie score. Now, if you don't match her, the tie will continue, and then it'll be on his shoulders.
You're looking at a
At you.
chicken psychologist.
Chicken psychologist. What do you say?
I said mouse.
Mouse. Okay.
Well, Doctor, if you don't mind me saying so, that really laid an egg. A little play on the word chicken psychology.
She's looking for navel or belly button.
So what?
So show us your card. That's not so what.
Well, I saw a stretch sign. I thought I'd just stretch and prolong this agony. Well, gang, I have good news and bad news for you. The good news is one of you is going to become a winner, and the bad news...
One will become a loser.
Navel.
Navel. Well, we got to say goodbye to Bob Weston over here. Listen, Bob, it's great to meet you, pal.
Thanks.
You're a nifty kid and a
Thanks.
peachy dancer. And we'll push the button here, and the machine will turn around, and you'll be gone in a second. There it is. There goes Bob Weston, folks. While he's spinning off, we'll get this commercial going for you. And you hurry back. See how she does.
Star Power.
Power play.
We are with Nancy Thomason, and she's won her game. Now she's going to have a go at the big money super match where she can win over $10,000. Now, Nancy, to do that, we have 2 audience matches for you. Whatever you win in these audience matches, you'll have a chance to multiply by 10. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Here comes the first one. We polled a recent studio audience, and we got their best response to this. Blank music. Now, the answer they gave most often is worth $500 if you match it, $250 if you match the middle one, and $100 if you match the bottom one. Whom do you call on for some help here?
Sheldon.
Sheldon, what do you say? How do you fill in that blank? Blank music.
Soft.
Soft music, he says. Okay, that's his answer?
Charles.
Charles.
Hi, sweetheart. I chose classical music.
Classical music?
Classical music.
You got 2.
Okay, Richard.
The hills are alive.
Sound of music. Okay, the sound of music.
Support your local police.
Soft music, classical music, sound of music. Do you want one of those?
Yes.
Which
Sound
one?
of music.
Sound of music. You thought of that first? Okay, we'll find out if it's up there, and if so, where. Let's begin down at the bottom and reveal, if you would please, sir, the $100 response. Stop the music. All right, there's one. We're looking for the sound of music. Let's see if it's under the $250 response. Rock and roll music.
Great film.
Yes. This is really kind of surprising to me, too, here. Let's find out now if the sound of music is under the $500 response. Yeah!
Is your husband here? Oh, well, come back.
Stay here.
Wait a
Good
minute.
answer.
If her husband's not in the building, I would like to get that hug back.
Well, now, wait a minute. Now,
he might be armed down there, but he's not here, is he?
She may win a lot more money, and you may be involved in that, too. We'll find out as we plow on here. Now, you won the $500, which means at least you'll be playing for us 10 times that amount, or $5,000. Now we're going to see how much more you can win with the second audience match. Are you ready for this one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go. Slide it, Earl. Blank cube. Remember, the setup stays the same, 5, 250, and 100. And 3 of the ding-a-lings are permitted to assist. Whom do you call on?
Brett.
What about Ice Cube?
Ice Cube. All right, there you got one.
Okay, Joyce.
Gee, the one that occurred to me was Ice.
Ice Cube. Well, think about it for a second and give us
Son
some.
of Ice Cube.
Sugar Cube.
Sugar Cube. Wasn't that clever of her to put her little thinking cap on and come up with that just like that? Okay, one more.
Fannie.
Fannie. The third position is difficult. Now, it's really
Oh,
difficult.
I know the answer.
What?
Flash Cube.
Flash Cube.
Very good.
Okay, so you got Flash Cube, Sugar Cube, and Ice Cube. Which one of those? Or one of your own?
Ice Cube.
Ice Cube is the one we're looking for. Let's find out if it's up there. Naturally, she hopes it's under the $500 response, but we're going to begin at the bottom as we did last time and reveal the $100 response. Flash Cube. It's Fannie's answer. It's up there, so that may be a good omen, Nancy. Let's find out if it's under the $250 response. Sugar Cube. Well, that's
Doctor, you're astounding.
2 out of 3. Last chance for Ice Cube. Here's the $500 response. Okay.
That was a great idea of yours, Gene. That's great. Sure. Win some more and get another hug.
Now go over and give him a hug because after all,
I thought your husband was here.
Yes. Cut.
I love you.
Okay, now, Nancy, you've won another $500. We multiply that by 10, which makes $5,000. Add that to the previous $5,000, gives you a pot of $10,000 to shoot for here. Are you ready? To collect that $10,000, you've got to match one celebrity head-to-head exactly. Which one will it be?
I'll take Richard.
I'm sorry. He's already
Could
taken.
mean a wedding.
Okay, Richard, you get ready to write, and you face me if you would, please. And here we go with the $10,000 question. Blank meter. M-E-T-E-R. Okay, he's finished, Nancy. Now we call on you to give us an answer which you think will match his. What do you say to that? Blank meter.
Parking meter.
Parking meter. You know, I didn't think of that. The first thing that came to my mind was gas meter, but you say parking meter will match Richard, and it's up to you. Richard, may we see yours, please?
I'm sorry to tell you, that's the first thing that came to mind.
What?
Parking.
Oh. She's a little bit excited at this
Gene, her
moment.
husband isn't here, but her dog is jealous.
Yeah, that German Shepherd. You didn't bring that, though, with you.
No, I didn't bring her.
How do
Just
you
my
feel?
mom and dad.
Your mom and dad are
Yeah,
here.
they're out there.
Hello there. Well, we congratulate you and your daughter, and we'll come back to you, Nancy, in a moment or so, right after these messages.
Do you guys have that comedy with what's his name?
I'm gonna go do homework.
$10, and she's very excited, and we're very happy for her. Are you going to watch Big Eddie on CBS? Is this
Yes.
going to be a memorable occasion for you?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
that's a promise
I watched
now.
it last night. It was hilarious.
Good for you, Nancy. We congratulate you. Join us next week. More contestants, more exciting celebrities on Match Game PM. Gene Rayburn here. Goodbye.
It's really cool how you're playing a few rounds with us, Phil.
Hey, it's my pleasure, guys. I raised $24,000.
I raised this unique orange and green timepiece.
I raised my Italian shoes, made out of pleather.
I like that.
And my CD collection.
Sam Farhan, Jennifer Harmon, Phil Lott bet their own money on TV's only cash game. High Stakes Poker, Monday nights at 9, 8 Central, only on GSN.
Hey, guys, that was a lot of fun. Thanks again.
Thank you, Phil.